Hello, my name is Anna DeMarinis, and your student is in either my 5th or my 6th period pre-calculus class for this year of virtual learning. I'm so excited to be able to kind of talk to you about my class and the expectations that I have for this year going forward. A little bit about myself. I am born and raised here in the West Seattle Burien area. I attended Kennedy High School and graduated in 2010. After high school, I went over to Spokane, Washington, where I attended Gonzaga University, go Zags, for 4 years. Graduated in 2014 with a degree in math, a teaching certificate, an endorsement in secondary education, and a minor in dance. After graduation, I then got my first teaching job in Kent and worked at Kent Ridge High School for 4 years. After those 4 years, I then switched and received a position here at West Seattle High School, and I've been teaching math here at West Seattle for the past 3 years. Really excited for this year. Definitely a new curve with the virtual learning, but either way, really excited to be able to continue teaching math for all of your students. Here is an outline for what we hope to be able to cover this year in pre-calc. You'll notice that the units go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we skip 7, we go to 8, we skip 9, and then we go to 10. We understand that virtual learning is going to make it so that we're not able to get through all of the content that we would if we were in person, and so the teachers in the district got together and decided, okay, what is the most important thing for our students to focus on this year? And so these are the course outlines that we came up with specifically to make sure that your student is prepared and ready for next year, either if that's college or whether or not they'll be going on to AP Calculus or AP Stats. We want to make sure that this class is preparing them for the next years to come. This is an example of my Schoology page. This one's for my 5th period class, but 6th period looks the exact same. You'll see at the top it says Join Microsoft Teams Meeting. That is the link that your student has been clicking on in order to attend our live classes. And so far everything seems to be working out okay using that link there. Below that, you will see that I've posted my syllabus if you would like to take a look at that. I also have a folder that says Resources for Families. That's listed any tech support, schedules, or any questions that you might have. There's also a discussion link there if you would like to post any questions or concerns that you have on Schoology, or I'll show you my email a little bit later in this presentation, and you can always email me with any questions or concerns that you might have as well. The rest of the Schoology page is for the students. I date all of my lessons and put them in a folder, so anything that's needed for the upcoming lesson will be posted on there, and students can go ahead and access those folders and either work on anything digitally, or if they have access to a printer, they can print any resources that they would like. Printing is not required, just an option for them if they would like to have the hard copy of any notes or assignments that we do. If you look on the right-hand side, it says upcoming and has a little bit of a calendar. That's a virtual calendar, a virtual organizer for students to be able to look at, and has due dates and any assignments or quizzes that might be upcoming that they need to either look out for or be aware of. So a way for them hopefully to stay organized and be aware of due dates during this time of digital learning. My class is structured. 5th period is from 10:55 a.m. to 12:40 p.m. and 6th period is from 1:25 to 3:10, so an hour and 45 minutes for both, and we meet every Tuesday and Friday. Usually for those classes, my goal is for the first hour to be a live class with a PowerPoint lesson. So the students and I are attending live, I share a PowerPoint, and I'm actually able to write on the PowerPoint, and they can kind of follow along and teach as if we were actually in class and I had a lesson that was projected up on the whiteboard. It seems to be working okay, not an ideal situation, but at least I can live teach for them and show them problems and work through the problems with them in a more normal sort of a structure. After about the first hour, There's about 45 minutes left, and I try and leave that 45 minutes for students to be able to use as individual work time and for them to be able to complete their assignment. So the goal is always that the live class and the 45 minutes after is plenty of time for your student to be able to finish all and any of the work that they need to, and then the goal would be that they wouldn't have to do anything outside of our live class time. So as long as I'm sticking to that structure and your student is using their time wisely, then hopefully they won't have to complete anything outside of class unless they've been absent or missed something. The folders always have two different things in them. The first thing is a PDF of the notes page that students can print and follow along with on the live lesson. They don't have to print it though, as long as they have a notebook or some sort of paper to follow along with the live lesson. That's the most important. And then after every lesson, I do post the PowerPoint. So if I either went too fast or your student was absent, they can still go back to those lesson folders and be able to look through the PowerPoints and see what they might have missed and hopefully get caught up that way. Of course, if they ever need any help, they can always email me or reach out, and we can get them caught up that way as well. All of my assignments this year are given on a platform called Delta Math, and your student has already registered and has been able to log in and complete assignments. Delta Math is a really good visual tool for students to be able to see what is current and what is late. So Delta Math has all of the current assignments listed in blue and then lists each individual problem that they need to complete along with the due date that's at the very bottom. Anything that's late, students can still complete for full credit. Delta Math just organizes that using this color orange, and so that way students can kind of see, okay, what do I need to do now and what's past. Hopefully they've completed everything that's past, but they can always go back and finish the late work if need be. It's definitely been a learning curve trying to figure out how to do math online or math digitally, and I just want to thank your students for being so patient with me and so patient with this program as we try and kind of navigate what math looks like virtually. If you do have any questions or concerns about Delta Math, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to clarify anything. You can contact me two different ways. That phone number there is actually my Microsoft Teams number. It is not a district number or a cell phone. So if you prefer phone calls and leaving a message, feel free to use that number there and I can get back to you. The foolproof way though to contact me would be via email. Since we are virtual, I'm on my laptop pretty much all day, and so if you ever need to contact me, shoot me an email, and in between classes I can usually check and respond later in the day and get back to you fairly quickly. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns. Like I said, I'm really excited for this year. Even though we're virtual, I think it's going to be a really positive year. And I'm really excited to see what your student has and what we can learn. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.